Hi there, my name is Crystal Flores and I'm a program manager here in the Exchange product management team, and I am super excited and thrilled to announce today the Exchange 2010 beta is available for download for you guys to get your hands on it. So whatever you're doing today, stop what you're doing, lock the doors, clear your calendars, go right now. Well, after this, go to www.microsoft.com/exchange and download your version of the beta. Install it, test it out, kick the tires. Let us know what you think. Definitely give us your feedback because that's exactly what the beta is there for. So on top of that, we know that you guys have been burning up our blogs with comments and questions and excitement about 2010. So we're actually here today and we have a special treat. We have Rajesh Jha, the Corporate Vice President of Exchange, to answer your questions. Well, Rajesh, we're really happy that you could join us today to answer all of our questions, and we're really excited to have you. So let's get started. First things first, exactly what are we announcing today?
Well, today I'm super excited that we're going to be announcing the beta is available for Exchange Server 2010. It's available for download today. And with Exchange Server 2010, what we have is really the culmination of a lot of work over the last few years and on multiple dimensions. You know, one of the exciting things that we have in the release is we have an inbuilt capability for archiving. We have lots of end-user enhancements that let you, the end user, manage your inbox overload. And finally, I mean, great ways for the IT admin to reduce costs on a bunch of different dimensions in how they operate, they manage, they deploy.
So I have another question,
Sure.
Which I actually know the answer to because I've seen the team and myself working our little patooties off. But I have to ask, is Exchange 2010, is it going to be all fluff and UI, or are there some actual meat and potatoes behind the product?
You know, I think fluff and UI, if it is productive, it helps an end user be productive, that's actually a good thing. But to answer your question, no, there's a lot of investment at a core architectural level. Let me give you a couple examples. One of the more exciting engineering things that we did in Exchange 2007 was we reduced the I/O operations, which we know directly correlates to costs, by 70%. So 2007 was 70% better than 2003. So you'd think, wow, you know, what more can we do here?
Yeah.
But in 2010, the engineering team actually went at it again, and we think we'll have upwards of 50% cost savings again on the I/O. So back to back on two releases, we have upwards of 85% cost reduction in terms of the I/O operations, which we are very excited about. That's just one example. Mm-hmm. Another one that I think is also very relevant is the reliability work we have done on our high availability solution in 2010. And it helps us in many different ways. Not only is it very robust, but it helps us do failovers in a very user-transparent way. And then it also allows us to reuse business logic between mobile client, you know, the rich client such as Outlook, OVA. So here we have an example of a core architectural investment on high availability that accrues on multiple dimensions: robustness, reliability, and user experience. So there's, you know, lots of exciting work in 2010.
Wow, that is really great to hear. So I've actually been hearing a lot about the self-administration stuff.
Yeah.
And can you give us some detail about how easy it is to customize and control?
Sure. You know, RBAC is what we call it internally, which means role-based access control. So behind this wacky name is actually a pretty cool concept for our admins. Essentially, the principle that we operated by was, let's give our IT control, our IT administrators, a lot of control in how they delegate common administration tasks. So flexibility and control. So here you have an IT administrator who can define a role for an end user. Let's say if I decide, hey, we spend way too much time as IT admins administering distribution lists or tracking what happened to emails. You know, I could let the end user do it themselves. Or if I'm an IT admin that feels the compliance officer work, they should be able to go and do email discovery on their own. I can define another role for it. But the flexibility is all with the IT admin. They can decide what works best for their organization. And then we give them user interface in our management console to set these permissions. Or they can use PowerShell scripting to really set this in a very fine-grained way. So flexibility and control, I think we really did a good job here with the RBAC investments.
I know a lot of people are going to appreciate that. And I know a lot of people appreciate the unified messaging services.
Yep.
Can you provide some more detail on the enhancements and improvements in that?
Today, we allow you to use voice access, completely voice access-based capabilities for your inbox. So you can navigate through your inbox, listen to your messages all through voice. And then the other thing that we've added in Exchange Server 2010 is what we call voicemail preview. So as you know, we already unify email and voicemail in your inbox. But sometimes it's not convenient, such as in meetings, to put your laptop up against your ear and listen to your voicemail with everybody looking at you. Now we give you a text preview right in your inbox so you can triage it sooner. And, so we are excited about that.
That's awesome. I can't wait to use that one, actually. That would help me.
And that is something that I
lot.
use every day in meetings. It's pretty cool.
So it's all about convenience. And I know that because that's what we strive for here. Being a member of the team, it's all about convenience and hard work to make things convenient for our customers. But, convenience, hard work, everything aside, I'm going to ask a hard question because really at the end of the day, when the rubber hits the road, we know that our IT pros are asked to do more and more with less and less.
Every day.
So how is Exchange 2010 going to help companies save money?
Yeah, it's something that we've thought about deeply as we planned the release, and I'm excited where we've landed on this. I think we have real opportunities for our email administrators everywhere to reduce costs, and there are multiple ways. One is, our investments in supporting lower cost storage options, so desktop storage options such as DAS. We have software built into Exchange that you don't lose performance, you don't lose reliability, and you can use some really cheap storage to provide your end users their large mailboxes. Then we talked a little bit about RBAC. That's another way to reduce costs, the operating costs, because you can push very common help desk items out to either the end user or the compliance officer, and you can delegate with some flexibility. Built-in archiving is another example. What we have built in is personal archive into Exchange. Cool. And this has advantages beyond just costs. I mean, it allows the admin to now back up and manage and allow discovery on all the PSTs that were disconnected from the IT systems. But I'm also excited how we've done it in a way that the end users have a seamless experience between their primary mailbox and the archive mailbox. Another example of cost savings would be our investments in high availability. I talked about how the I/O operations have been reduced about 85% over 2 releases, more than 50% in this release, and that directly translates into cost savings. Unified messaging is another example. You don't need a separate voicemail system. It's completely integrated into your messaging system. You don't need a separate backup system, a separate discovery system for that. It's all built into Exchange. And then, another one that I think will be very relevant to some of our business customers is the capability of moving online. And,
definitely.
As you know, with Exchange Server, it's a new class of servers from Microsoft that has been designed ground up to both be on-premise and to be in the service. And so for some set of our customers, either they can choose to go completely into the cloud, or they can choose to have a partial, some mailboxes in the cloud, some mailboxes on-premise. And why is this cost effective? Because you don't have to invest in your capital expenses to really get the Exchange Server running on-premise. So on multiple different dimensions, I think we provide real cost savings for our IT admins all over the world, and which is, really important in this environment, more so than ever.
That is so exciting. Yes. I'm so glad to hear all of that and to be a part of this team, so definitely. One last question for you.
Sure thing.
I really appreciate you being here to answer all the questions we've gotten in on the blogs, but just a little personal question between us, right? Right.
Yeah.
What did you feel today that you can announce that the beta is being able to release? Did you have a little Rajesh happy celebration or a little happy dance?
Well, the happy dance is going to be done in the privacy of my den at home. But
we'll
truly,
keep you posted.
But it truly is a very exciting milestone for us. A lot of effort has gone in here. I probably will go home and, take a moment to savor this. Excellent. And I really want to thank the team for their hard work. All the deep investments I've talked about, it takes a long set of investments, dedication, perseverance, and I'm super happy to see this pay off. And I hope our customers are going to see all the value from this as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here and letting us know the excitement of the team. It's really great.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here as well.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Well, we thank Rajesh Jha for joining us today to answer everybody's questions, and we thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely go to www.microsoft.com/exchange and download your version of the beta and let us know what you think. Stay tuned with us for the next coming weeks to get more information on your particular features that you love. So thanks, and we'll see you again next time.